next guest is a talented actress and comedian you know from shows like Search Party and What We Do in the Shadows and movies such as Dating in New York and The Lovebirds. Her new special, The Twist, She's Gorgeous, begins streaming on Netflix March 15th. Let's take a look.
I hate the summer. All I've ever done in a bikini is sob. But one thing I love about summer, I have to say, is those hot, hot summer anthems. So if the DJ could just drop that track real quick, that'd be sick. I'm really more of a dancer than a comedian. Dancer first, choreographer second, model third, comedian fourth.
Please welcome back to the show our friend Catherine Cohen. Welcome back.
Oh my God, I'm so happy to be back, finally.
It's weirdly not as long, or it's longer than I feel like it's been since you were here.
Well, I told my parents I was coming on the show. My dad was like, wow, I can't believe we get to go to Seth Meyers twice in 1 year. And I said, that was 3 years ago, babe.
Yeah, it's been a weird 3 years. In his
know.
defense, it's been a weird 3 years.
I've loved it. No, it's been absolute hell on earth.
Well, it's interesting because you did a song, Look at Me, which is the opening song in the special.
Yes.
And you have a beautiful singing voice. This is incredible musical comedy.
Stop. Seth, you're embarrassing me.
But this is the opening song of your special, so obviously you've had a lot of this material for a long time.
Yeah.
This was a special that was supposed to tape when the pandemic happened, so it must be so thrilling to have it coming out.
Truly, it's a dream come true.
Yeah.
I'm so psyched.
And this is such a unique to New York style of show, this cabaret comedy show.
Yes.
What happened? Yeah, I'm really plugged into New York, so I know.
I know, right?
And what was it like when Netflix called and said, we want to do this kind of show for a stand-up special?
Well, I've been working on the show for many years. I do a weekly show at Club Cumming in the East Village. I did the Edinburgh Fringe, which I know you know and love.
Yes, the best.
The best, the best. And then I hurt my vocal cord and I couldn't talk for like 2 months. So when Netflix called to tell me I was gonna get a special, they told me the news and I literally couldn't say a word. I was on vocal rest. I was like, feverishly clapping the phone on the other line. They're like, okay, well, bye, like, reach out. But then I was, physically very excited. And
You've been doing this a long time, as you mentioned,
Yes.
working on this show a long time. And this is very unique for us. You and Patty, our previous guest, worked together over the years. This is a sketch you did?
Yeah, it's highbrow art, performance art.
Okay, and what is the name? What would you call this sketch?
This was called Slurp. It was about two girlies just rubbing ice cream all over their faces. It's kind of probably over your head, so I don't...
Yeah, no. I think without the context, we're all
Right.
like, wow. But I think most of us want to see it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's out there in the cloud. Yeah.
So you grew up in Texas.
Yes.
You attended Christian schools. Are people thrown by the path you've chosen to take?
I know, because I became an absolute wretched slut. Yeah. No,
Which is like the one thing. It was like they had that in Latin. Don't
That's
do
what
that.
they always
Right,
said.
Yeah.
No, my dad's Jewish, my mom's Catholic. I went to these Christian schools, and then I just got like too horny and I left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I left it all behind. So now
And was that like sort of a mutual split? Did they sort of also appreciate? They're like, New York might be.
I think, yeah, this is a much better fit. Yeah, but
Part of what makes your stage show so compelling is it's incredibly honest. Are there, though, things that you do on stage, maybe things in the special, that you were on the fence about whether or not you wanted to include?
Oh, so many things. We'll find out tomorrow what the verdict is. I have a story about, how do I put this? I'm a very romantic woman. I need to send a picture of my crotch to, lovers, doctors, that kind of thing.
Right.
And so I was taking a photo of my crotch, and I didn't realize that I was on selfie mode. And so in the background, I saw my face just complete dead eye. You know when you accidentally take a selfie and it's just like...
Right.
It's a harrowing moment.
Well, it's harrowing because you realize that's how most people see your face all the time.
Non-stop. I mean, look at it, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. So that made the cut. So yeah, more where that came from, more gold.
You're doing Netflix as a Joke as a festival this spring. That's so exciting.
I'm so excited.
You're also doing shows in Los Angeles. I would say tell people where to get tickets, but I've also heard it's sold out.
Stop. I love that. That's great news.
Well, I heard it via your people.
I told you that, yeah. I was like, I don't know if that's true. I'm like, well, Seth, it's sold out. No, I'm psyched.
It must be so great. And I would only imagine it's going to be so exciting to do material after people see this special.
Yes.
Is there then this pressure to have new stuff?
Absolutely. I'm working on a new hour. The old
Great.
jokes feel very old. I feel like having,
Yes.
2 years of waiting to tape it, I ended up having to listen to an old recording of myself to remember my jokes. And I was like, who's that girl? She sounds fabulous. I was like, my brain is broken. I don't know what any of that is anymore. But we got back there.
Well, I'm very happy that it's available for everybody to see.
I'm so
and it is
happy.
so nice to have you back on the show.
I'm
Thank you
so
for making time for us.
Thank you so much. It's truly a dream come true.
You guys, that's Catherine Cohen. The Twist, She's Gorgeous, is streaming tomorrow on Netflix. And Netflix is a joke. The festival begins April 28th in Los Angeles. We'll be right back with more Late Night.